it's Jenny and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are making these grinder sandwiches. My family all loves a classic sandwich, but we're stepping it up with these grinder sandwiches. They are so good. They take about 15 minutes to make, which makes it the perfect quick and easy dinner. So what sets it apart from just a regular sandwich is that we're gonna make a grinder salad. It's really simple to make and it brings so much flavor to your sandwich. I think you're gonna love it, so let me show you how to make it. We're gonna start with making our grinder salad and we're gonna need 1 cup of mayonnaise. Now add your mayonnaise to a mixing bowl and then we're gonna be adding in a half a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. This is going to be the base to our salad and the base to the dressing of the salad. And next we're going to be adding in our seasonings, starting with 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. Then we'll add in 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now we're not done with the salad yet, but I am gonna go ahead and mix up that base with all of our seasonings. And since this isn't anything that you need to cook, you could always try it now and see if you wanted to add any more seasoning to your taste. Next, you're gonna need pepperoncini peppers. We're gonna slice them until we have 1/3 a cup of sliced peppers. I've had questions about this recipe before about substituting these pepperoncini peppers for another type of pepper, specifically banana peppers. Now I've tested the recipe with both pepperoncini peppers and then banana peppers, and while I do enjoy banana peppers, I just don't think that they taste as good in this salad as the pepperoncini ones do. I'm gonna add those sliced peppers into this grinder salad, give it a mix, and next we're gonna dice up 1/4 of a medium red onion. Now this little trick I wanted to share with you that always helps me when I'm cutting an onion. When you slice an onion, everything that's coming out is looking for a water source, and usually that closest one is gonna be your eyes and your tear ducts. To prevent that, I'm just getting a wet paper towel and placing it on my cutting board. This really helps. Now when I'm cutting the entire onion, sometimes it can still get to me, but if you are sensitive to cutting onions like I am, maybe try this trick out. I'm gonna cut these in really thin slices, and like I said, I use about 1/4 of the medium red onion, but you can add more or less depending on how much you enjoy onions. Now I'm gonna add my onions to my grinder salad. I'm just gonna take them apart. Sometimes when you're cutting them in these really thin slices, they can get stuck together. So if you don't want a big chunk of onion in your salad, just make sure you pull all of those slices apart. Now for our final ingredient for this grinder salad and the star of the show, you're gonna want 4 cups of shredded iceberg lettuce. Now just mix it all together until it's combined. And now for the rest of our sandwich, we'll get started with our sub rolls. This recipe can make 4 sandwiches, so I'm going to be using 4 6-inch sub rolls. Now I just picked these up at my grocery store bakery. They didn't come pre-sliced, so I'm going to start with slicing them in half. And this next step is optional, but I'm going to pull out a little of the bread at the top. Sometimes it ends up being really thick and it's kind of hard to put so much inside of your sandwich. So I'm taking it out and then I'm going to later fill it with our grinder salad. And now we can start assembling our sandwiches, starting with deli sliced ham. So I'm going to use 1/4 pound of ham here, and that 1/4 pound is going to be for all 4 sandwiches. Next, we're adding our deli sliced salami. And for this and all of my other meats and cheeses that are going on the sandwiches, I suggest 1/4 pound of each if you're going to be making 4 sandwiches. And then we'll add on our deli sliced pepperoni. And we'll finish it off with provolone cheese. I'll spoon in the grinder salad to the top of the sandwich. And now your grinder sandwich is ready. And while this is a really simple lunch or dinner recipe, I wouldn't suggest making this ahead of time. The grinder salad can get soggy if it's left in the fridge overnight. And our grinder sandwich is done. You are going to love these. They're so good. I'm actually going to make the rest of these for our family for dinner tonight. I added the recipe down in the description below, along with a link to our website, thediaryofarealhousewife.com. You can save this recipe, you can print it off, plus you can find hundreds of other easy recipes just like it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.